So I think a lot about life. I read a lot about philosophy, and I get in my mind a lot about how to live an exceptional life. And the wonderful thing about the ancient philosophers is that was ultimately, it was not about the meaning of life, but it was how to live an exceptional life. And when I work with my clients, it's clear to me that none of them wake up one day and say, I want to change my job, I want to own a franchise. They say, how can I make my life better? How can I live a truly exceptional life? And so with that in mind, I created a brief series of videos that are the 10 ideas that I think will help each of us live an incredible and exceptional life. It clearly takes a bit of hubris to believe that I have the answers to how to do that. But with that said, I put it together anyway. I hope you enjoy. When I first left the corporate world, I would tell people I didn't realize how happy I was until I realized how happy I could be as a business owner. And that's true, but I would reframe it. I wasn't necessarily unhappy in the corporate world. I wasn't fulfilled. I didn't have meaning in my life. And I've since learned that's really what I was missing. And there are two components to meaning that really drive your life forward. The first one is purpose, and the second one is belonging. And having a purpose that's larger than yourself is incredibly important, and it gets you driven forward. So purpose, it's what your why is, what gets you out of bed. For me, it's my family, helping other people grow and develop. That's huge. You need to have a sense of purpose. The other is a tremendous sense of belonging. And I was in the corporate world. I didn't feel like I had that. At TPF now, I have these peers, both internally with TPF and our partners, and we belong to the same pack. And that's huge. When I travel to Israel and volunteer, and I joke about it because I went in December for the first time. October 7th was 2 months before. Anybody who ran to a war zone to help needs their head examined, but they're purpose-driven people, and it's a tribe to belong to. So you got to find those two things in your life. Purpose and belonging, they will drive meaning, and they will drive a deeper understanding of life and fulfillment. Know that we live in a world of possibilities, because if you realize all the possibilities around you, you can do almost anything in the world you want. You certainly can't do everything. We're limited from a bandwidth standpoint, but we have so many possibilities. And importantly, the world is a Turing machine. It's a computer. It's inputs, outputs. So if we put the right inputs in, we're going to get the right outputs. And your life, your business life, is perfectly designed to produce what it's producing. The results you're getting are based on your inputs and based on what you're doing. So know that we live, like I said, myriad possibilities. Anything you want, you can accomplish, but you have to focus and you have to execute. Principle number 3 of how to live an exceptional life is intentional action. And generally speaking in life, we know what to do. Everything's a math equation. If I want X, I have to do A, B, and C, right? And so we know what we need to do. So the important thing is having the resolve, having the commitment to do that. But what happens is we're human. So instead of just setting a goal and acting on it, which is what we should do, we oftentimes will let things get in our way. It's what we call the knowing-doing gap. We know what to do, but we don't do it. Why don't we do it? Lack of emotional intelligence. We let our feelings and our thinking get in the way of our actions, and we can't do that. So intentional action means you've thought out exactly what you should do to achieve your goals, and you execute. You think and feel after you execute, and let your behavior drive your feelings and emotions. You want to live an exceptional life? Learn how to dance in the rain. Embrace life's downs. We want a lot of ups. We want a lot of successes. But some days it rains. Some days things don't go our way. And that's okay. It's learning from the challenges. It's growing from each setback, and it's staying mentally strong. It's really easy to give up. It's really easy to quit. And you know what? It's hard not to. I'm a runner, and my favorite runs are in the woods, in the rain. I get my feet wet in puddles. I love it because it's more of a challenge. You want to test yourself? How do you respond when it's raining? How do you respond when things are not going your way? When it's setback after setback, obstacle after obstacle, you fall. Do you keep getting up? That's a true test of somebody. Want to succeed? Dance in the rain and be exceptional. So today I want to talk to you about belief. When you believe something, you can accomplish anything. When you don't believe something, you can't. And here's the thing about beliefs. Just look around you and see other people who have done it. Edmund Hillary, Tenzing Norgay, they summit Everest. All of a sudden, everybody can. Roger Bannister, 4-minute mile. All of a sudden, a bunch of people can break the 4-minute mile. Mark Schnurman could be successful as a franchise consultant. Everybody around him looks and says, if that idiot can do it, I can do it. That's why TPF is growing and growing strong, because everybody looks at me and says, if he can do it, I can do it, and I can do it better. And they're right. All that it takes to succeed is the belief and the intentional action, which we've spoken about, to make things happen. You want to be exceptional? Believe in yourself. Coming to you authentically from Northeast Pennsylvania, Shahola, the place of peace, my favorite place in the world. I'm here with my Free the Hostages. I'm here with my t-shirt. This is my authentic self. Yes, I can probably hire somebody who can make better videos than I can. Yes, I can hire someone who can video them better than me, but that's not me. This is me. I am what you see. And that's so important. When I worked for other people, I couldn't be my authentic self. They would tell me how I needed to be authentic in that particular organization, in those particular organizations. It's critical. Know who you are and be yourself. Because when you're yourself, you're going to be natural and perform at a much higher level than if you weren't. Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks you should be. All that matters, if you want to be exceptional in life, is that you're yourself. Be authentic and be well. To be exceptional, you must believe in universal truths. You must believe that there is a profound difference and clarity between good and bad. And you must choose good and doing the right thing. I wear this every day because there are people who say that October 7th and the Hamas massacre of Jews in Israel didn't happen. I was in Israel twice. After that, I bared witness to the fact that it happened. It's crazy what people believe these days, but it doesn't matter. What's important is that you understand the universal truths and you make very clear decisions to follow them and do the right thing. Be honest. Tell the truth. Do what's right for people in your life. And the principles, like a compass, you have your true north and you must follow it. And when I was a kid, my father always used to say, you might as well be a mensch. So a mensch is a Yiddish word which means a good person, somebody who does the right thing. And you might as well be a mensch simply means that in life you have a choice every day and you might as well do the right thing. And you want to be exceptional, choose truth and do the right thing every single day. You want to live an exceptional life? Be curious and courageous. Curiosity. We want to learn more. We want to test ourselves. And it's so much about ourselves. We put limits on ourselves. Other people put limits on us. We have to see what we're made of. I love running in the woods because when I do that, I can test myself. As I'm growing a business, I can test myself. As I'm interacting with people, I can test my abilities. And that's huge. So the curiosity, I always want to learn and grow. And courageous, getting outside of your comfort zone. It's the scariest place in the world. They call it your comfort zone for a reason, because you're comfortable. Outside of it, you're in fear. You're challenged beyond which you've been challenged before. You don't know how you're going to perform, but you have confidence in yourself. You have belief in yourself. Curiosity, courageousness. Be both of those, you live an exceptional life. To be exceptional, you need a growth mindset. You must believe that life begins when you hit a wall. Life begins when the obstacle's there. Some people feel the second they hit an obstacle, it's over. I got to go in a different direction. I can't get through it. The people who get on in this world and accomplish more than others, they crave the challenges. And I spoke about that last time. You need to be courageous. The growth mindset gets you there. It's the belief that you can go beyond where you've been and that you're not limited. If you limit yourself, you will not accomplish what you're capable of. If you want to be exceptional and live an exceptional life, adopt the Stoic philosophy. And Stoicism, in its simplest form, is the idea that you cannot control what happens, but the greatest control a human being can have in the world is over their thoughts. You can control how you respond to any situation. If it's good, if it's bad, if it's indifferent, you can be excited, you could be sad, but you have the choice. There's no automatic response. You have to choose how you're going to respond to a situation. I like to be surprised when things go well and believe in miracles. And if you do that, a miracle is the idea that, look, things are really hard, and if we achieve something, it's a little bit of a miracle. That's great, because then you never get disappointed. But choose how you're going to respond to every and any situation. Be a Stoic. I read recently that when you get to be about my age, if you're lucky, you have 1,000, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, good weeks left in your life. Good weeks meaning fully healthy, capable of doing anything. And it really struck me that when you want to live an exceptional life, it ultimately comes down to the choices. How are you going to spend those 1,000 weeks, or if you're 40, the 2,000 weeks, whatever it is, you have to make very intentional choices. And it's not just about what you're going to do on the weekends, but it's how are you going to live your life? What are you going to do every single day? And if you don't make really positive choices, you will waste your life. And that's the worst thing any of us can do. That's an eagle that just flew across. That's what I love doing. I love sitting out here and watching the eagles and watching the water. Work real hard, but I'm at peace and I'm happy. And you must be as well. So make choices that get you where you want to get to, because life is not infinite. I hope you enjoy those videos, and I hope those principles resonate with you. If they do, great, execute them. If they don't, what are your principles? The goal is that we all think about what we need to live our best lives. And if I could help you in any way, please let me know. Be well.